It's the Ride Along. This is your girl, Info 40, in the building, right here in the pit. And we have KIAMO, right? In the building.
Emphasize it when you say it. KIAMO,
representing Jersey. Came back to visit. Welcome back. Because you know, we're in the pit and ripped it. And so, we had you come back so we could sit down and talk to you because something big has happened with you. And we want to definitely talk about it. Talk about you, your past and how you got to where you are now and, your amazing journey. And definitely, let's start here. Congratulations.
Big congrats.
Immediately for
getting... I'm not saying I wanted to say the congratulations, but you about to jump into I wanted to ask him some things before we. Congratulations, because she about to, you know what I'm saying? She was about to run it real quick.
Yeah, that's huge.
Super big congratulations.
It's huge.
No. I just
we gotta start when he was 15.
No.
To, get into music, and then we'll get to that.
Oh, she playing with me. That's what she doing. She playing with me.
All right.
Nah, personally, I wanted to ask because I know a lot of people, especially rappers, that's born and raised in New Jersey. Yeah. Right. I'm not saying it's a bad thing or anything like that, but a lot of them feel like they're also a part of New York, like they're a New York native. Do you feel like that too? Or is it just straight Jersey?
You know what's so crazy, bro? People will hear my style, people will see me, the way I dress and everything. I got a lot of things people will always say, like, yo, you from New York? Yo, you from New York? I'm like, nah, I'm from the state of New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Shout out to the state.
Yes, definitely shout out to the hometown. And it was always love, you know what I'm saying? Because my love and respect for New York and my family from here, a lot of my Spanish side, they from Brooklyn, Queens, my Dominican side.
Spanish Harlem?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got family everywhere all over.
Afro-Latino.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a lot of family from out here, when my mom first came here from DR, she moved to Brooklyn, So I got a lot of my family members out here and stuff like that as well. So this feels like close. It's like second home to me.
So do you feel like it's in a way disrespect or a compliment when people be like, yo, look like you from New York? Like, why I can't look like I'm from Jersey? Like, do you ever feel like that?
Nah, it's always been
love.
What
does Jersey look like?
Yeah.
See, don't do that. Like, don't this is what I'm saying. Like, what is Jersey like? Nah, see, as a New Yorker, he's wild.
I feel like we have our own style as well, but it's like similarity. It's like stepbrothers. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like we're right across each other. So I don't feel like it's different like from the South. You know what I mean? Or like the West Coast and stuff like that. Like we're similar to each other. We're next to each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, literally 10 minutes away.
Yeah, exactly. Been on the traffic.
Yeah.
Definitely feel that. So the time where since you came up here to do the pit to now, in between time, like we said, congratulations, but warming up to that, what's been like your step afterwards, your pit performance?
Well, I want to shout out to Yaya. I've been this is like a second home to me, you know what I'm saying? I came here, I recorded some of my album here for La Cosa Nostra. I recorded here.
When was that?
This was around 2021.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Me recording that album helped me led to the situation I'm in now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So big shout out to y'all. And we were just working on the album, bro. We were just consistently dumping out content and everything, and just going through life situations, because life happens all the time, and we fought through it, and we just kept working on a daily basis, and staying disciplined, and just building our team, corner of the world team, adding more to that, to the record label, and just building from there, man. That's what it is, All I could really say is work. That's all we did was work.
Yeah, of course. But when you say content, right, that's almost like a blanket term for a lot of things, because anything and everything can be content, from being a rapper to a music streamer to an influencer. I don't even know what the fuck that even means.
Influencer?
Yeah. Because
I don't want anybody to influence me.
Yeah, a lot of these niggas is my fault, but a lot of these niggas, it don't even be on some. When I think of influence, it has to really be on some shit. Yeah. They themselves is just on some shit.
I think when they talk about influencer, it's more of branding and for products and for people to sell, and it's like that. Because they're influencing you to buy things. They're not influencing you for a lifestyle or
You don't know that a lot of these niggas be tweaked out.
True.
They be tweaked the fuck out. So when you say content and everything like that, do you mean social media driven for the most part, or
when I mean content, is I was somebody that's real private, so let's say like just the simplest things of me walking to school with my daughter, where people can see my everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Like just me as a father, you get to see that, and just delivering music in different aspects where you get to see like, all right, the process of him working on an album, what it's like working around KIAMO, what it's like to be in the studio and watching me engineer my own music and stuff like that. You get what I mean? So get to see deep into the world and more or less like, all right, he's just not a rapper. There's more to him. Right. So welcome you more into my life, because you know nowadays you want to, us as kids as well, like growing up seeing my favorite rappers, I always wanted to see behind like how they were acting behind the scenes of the albums when they was creating their albums and their moments, and like what really went down them conversations and how they ate with their team and they talked business and how they just moved and operated.
And some people just want to see, you know, artists and, you know, people of fame just being regular.
Yeah.
Just to watch them eating a bowl of, you know, Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
Or, you know, like you said, walking their kids to school or just outside in the pool. Just regular stuff. You know, cause even as, you know, cause I'm not famous. You're gonna be famous, and you already are famous. But you're getting there. But, you know, people would wonder, like, I wonder what, you know, Jay-Z's doing right now. Like, I wonder if he's sitting back, like, on the couch and just looking at TV. You know, like, you just think about what they're doing, and to, you know, now we can see that if, you know, that artist lets you into their life, you know, lets you into their moment. But that's what people want to see now. It's, you know, first it was like sitcoms on TV, you know, that's written, you know, scripted, then it was reality, and now it's like everything, people don't even watch TV anymore. Yeah. You know, everybody wants to go to like something that's instant and see exactly what KIAMO is doing right now.
Yes.
That's huge.
I love that.
Is there any limit? Because, excuse me, a lot of rappers and artists, they don't do the extra miles that you do, you know. So, welcome your daughter to school, how most of them just get on and just, hey, promote, I rap, the song might be knocking, but you know, that shit get a little like force fest. So is there, it's almost like a two-part question, is there a limit to what you would record and let people see? And do you feel like it gets a little overbearing, or you a little tired by it? Because you know, you gotta pick your phone up, like all the damn time. Like, you know?
Well, like with me, a picture speaks 1,000 words. So I post content like with pictures and stuff like that. So like recently, I just did something called Neighborhood Hero, where like when I'm speaking about people and like let's say I say my uncles or whatever, my cousins, you get to see pictures of these actual people. You know what I'm saying? So I do little things like that, so I don't oversaturate myself. And then when it comes to just creating content, it's just something that I'm real private still with my life. Yeah. I just show you still what I want to show the world. You get me? Because at the end of the day, I'm a real private person, and when it comes to me and my daughter, I'm real private with that. You know what I mean? I'm a real active father, and like I show the world what I show. Like me and my daughter have daddy-daughter dates. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you'll see me with her in the movie and stuff like that. Those type of things. Me taking her to get her nails done and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then you also have content me, you know, in the studio, and you see me work, and you see all the people that I admire and to be around, that influenced me in my life and my career, you know. So I have limits to certain things I show the world, you know.
You can't show them everything.
Nah.
You can't give it all to them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can't go right in front of your kid's school and tell me that she goes to, you know, Gateway, whatever. And you're like, I'm right here at Gateway School. She's in room 301. This is Teacher Johnson.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So what's one of your favorite ways to connect with your fans, like for the most part? Like I know it all might sound like the same thing, but like something that's like a little more personal to make sure that, yo guys, like I'm here. Like this is me. Like
I love that question.
One of those?
I love that. That's real. I never heard that before. You know what's up? Like I let the world know that I'm somebody that's easy to talk to. Mm-hmm. So like, let's say I have followers. One thing my boy Poe, he told me to always engage with people. You know how artists sometimes you'll comment under artist things, they won't respond back or whatever. Yeah. I always show gratitude and appreciation for the littlest things. Yeah. Like even if somebody says, yo, have a good day or something like that, and I just be like, thank you so much. And sometimes it feels good to let people know they're being seen. Yeah. You know, and feel appreciated. And the littlest conversation to be like, wow, I had a hard time. He don't even know me like that, but he makes me feel seen compared to people I knew for 20 years that don't even make me feel seen or heard, you know? So that's one of the things I tend to make people do that. So when they get a hint of like, I love him as a person. So when they hear the music, it feels more realer.
Right.
Because you're just in tune with like, all right, I feel what he's saying because I had a conversation with him. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And some of your biggest supporters are people that you don't know. Like
absolutely.
Strangers. They may not necessarily be your best friend or your family. Mm-hmm. It's a complete and total stranger.
Them motherfuckers is haters. The niggas I know you be hating. They don't think they do, but that's some hater shit, yo.
Well, that was the other part of the phrase. Those that don't are haters. The ones that actually know you and don't like even support what you do are haters.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
Alright, so let's get into the nitty gritty.
Please, let's. Can we?
Congratulations again. Yo, because we
getting signed to ROC Nation. Nobody, we can't just say congrats. Oh wait, I know it's huge.
Sorry.
Say what it is.
Nah, yeah, for sure, yeah. No, because we was talking about it. I was gonna say it there. Like you just messed up my whole shit.
I'm excited. I'm excited for him. I think it's dope.
Nah, I'm gonna be super real, right? Because I feel like people can get signed. Like there's a lot of contracts going on. Like whether even if it's like RCA, Interscope, Def Jam, like we heard that shit before. Yeah. I personally haven't heard anybody get signed to ROC Nation in a little while.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's what we was kind of like discussing before you had came up here. I was like, yo, they still. Not saying like they're a dying company because I would never think that, but I'm like, yo, like they still signing people, and the fact that they signed Drew, like that speaks volumes in itself. So congratulations again. I'm gonna give you like a, you know what I'm saying, so everybody can hear that. Like, you feel me? So
go ahead, throw that in. I'm a little goofy.
You did say, don't say that no more. You did say the project that you recorded up here led to that.
Yeah. La Cosa Nostra. I recorded, if I'm not mistaken, 3-4 songs here. I recorded Port of Miami. I recorded the intro. I recorded Cuban Link. And I recorded Proud of Me. Oak was here.
And shout out Oak.
Shout
out the guy.
Yeah, he was here. We had a great conversation that day. And we just knocked it out the park. And then I met Rel Carter through a contest that we won, and it was from there, you know what I'm saying? And Rel Carter is Jay-Z nephew. Yeah, so we met, we talked on the phone. He gave me an understanding of how the thing works, how this works, and I was just sold from there. I'm like, you know, we're gonna take the step, and you know, we added my man Josh to the team, Blue House Regulations. That's my brother. That's a big brother to me. And me and him and Poe, we signed a contract in the parking lot in Barnes & Noble. We went over and then it was just lights out from there. We just knew what we were gonna do. And we had this, and it's so crazy because we've been had this situation since 2022. I just never announced it. I was quiet about it.
Okay.
Because you know, sometimes you want to just see how people treat you and see if people gonna really support you and stuff like that. Before I say, you know what? We're gonna showcase this to the world and let everybody else know what's going on, really, how we really moving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And by the grace of God, you know, it's always just been love. You know what I'm saying? And like, you seen people, I had certain people that, you know, and one thing about me is I'm somebody that moves with love, so I never talk about haters and stuff like that. But I had a lot of people that I wanted support from at the time, and they were just like, oh, I remember when I first started, they were like, oh, everybody does the rap, and everybody does the rap, and you need a plan B. I'll never forget one of my friends that said this. And then when I posted that, they say, yo, congratulations, I always knew you was gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? And like, you gotta just sit back and see the moments and seize during that time and just be like, you know, no matter what, I'm not gonna change my heart towards nobody. I'm still moving that light, and I'm gonna still have the heart that I have. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Yeah, for sure.
So I kind of like wanted to like, you know, you explained it, but I still want to backtrack a little bit.
No,
when did La Cosa Nostra, I'm saying it right? La Cosa Nostra?
Yeah, La Cosa Nostra.
When did that drop?
La Cosa Nostra dropped around 2021, if I'm not mistaken.
2021. That deal came out in 2022 and you just
2022
held it down.
I kept it quiet.
So how many songs was on La Cosa Nostra?
If I'm not mistaken, 12.
12. That's a solid number. I feel like everybody, like people be talking about attention spans and all this other shit, man. Drop your 12. Stop doing these fucking 4 EP. Who are you? Nigga dropping 4 songs. Like, fuck, nigga, like,
or when they go
like,
crazy and they drop 21.
Yeah,
20, that's a little overkill.
That's my attention span.
My thing is, okay, so you're signed to Rock Nation, and you know now everybody's like, oh, he's up there with Jay-Z and big. But what is it really like? Like, be perfectly honest. You still have to.
You still gotta work.
Right.
You still gotta work hard. Like, it's not just something you just sit back and just say you eating off somebody's name. Because at the end of the day, my Uncle Artie told me, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Uncle Artie.
Yeah, he told me you wanna really make it, not just make it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's, and coming from where I come from, I got a lot of people looking up to me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't make it out where we from. Yeah, we had the football legends like Jack Tatum that played for the Raiders back in the day. We had Craig Ironhead, that's my cousin. We had the boxer Glenn Tapia. We had a whole bunch of other legends, K Def, you know what I'm saying? Rashi Chappelle. We have a whole bunch of legends. But I feel like I wanted to do something that's real different, you know what I mean? And lay a foundation so these kids can operate. Because one thing I inspire out of New York City, what they have, is something like, let's say we start from Yonkers, right?
Right.
Where you have the Locks, you got X. So like other kids can get influenced where you can see these people. You can see Styles P at the juice bar. You can see these people. Where I'm from, we don't really got that. Yeah. So that's limited to how our inspiration gonna grow. And that's something that these kids is able to see and grab me and see me at the bodega, see me at the corner store. They can say, KIAMO, my real name Malcolm. Malk, what up, man? Just have conversations.
Yeah.
And that can uplift people. And that's something that's so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Where Harlem, you got Mace, you got Dipset, you got just so many people coming from out there in different areas in Queens and just so many people, you know what I'm saying? That
and
can
it's still
inspire.
in the neighborhood.
And it's still in the neighborhood where you can just grab them and be like, yo, you could really make it where we from. I just want to do the same thing for my community and give hope to people. If you have a dream, you work hard, you can achieve anything you can. And think outside the box and be able to take criticism and be able to grow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So did you when you had dropped La Cosa Nostra, what did you expect out of that? Like, was it necessarily that? Was you just dropping a project just to drop it and like keep your wave and your buzz going, or was that on some like, yo, I'm dropping this with a strict purpose? Like, what was that?
That's so dope because I felt like La Cosa Nostra, everything, first of all, foremost, everything that I drop, I always have a purpose behind everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing's gonna lead to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? So when I dropped La Cosa Nostra, I knew that it was gonna make an impact. Like, I felt it. Like, the way we was just moving and how we were just leading and what led to that and what that led to other things as we went to South by Southwest and so much other things. But I just knew the energy we was bringing at La Cosa Nostra and how we was just going to studio sessions and just knocking out records and who we was adding to the team at the same time. I already knew what that was going to lead to. And like I said, we got on Hot 97 that same year. Shout out to DJ Drewski. He played Unpredictable, and some people will have to pay. You know how the game is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when we I told my team, I said, yo, if we make these moves and we move accordingly, we gonna get on Hot 97 without having to do that extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that happened.
Just by your own merit.
Yeah. And I just had faith in what that album was gonna do. But I always kept telling the team a Malcolm story was gonna be the project, which is my last album. And that all the moves right there just led us to where we at right now. And I had nothing but faith in that.
Wow. I didn't, because when you came here, you didn't mention that you was dealing with Rock Nation when you came here. You didn't say anything.
I'm real quiet. If people that know me, know I'm real quiet, I'm laid back. Mm-hmm. That's something that, like an old soul. I kick back, I just observe everything. Mm-hmm. I listen to when people talk. That's the thing. I listen. I don't listen to respond. I actually listen. I listen to the game, the knowledge, and I just admire everything around me. I'm somebody that's real grateful for the littlest things. So I'm real quiet until you ask me a question. I talk. What's that saying? I only speak when spoken to. That's usually me. You know what I'm saying? And then usually when I start speaking is when people just ask more questions, and that's how we just get into depth of everything.
Wow. Reflecting on your journey from recording mixtapes at 15 to to now partnering with ROC Nation Distribution.
Yes.
What advice would you give aspiring artists aiming for similar success? Because everybody wants to get signed to a big label, and then people want to be independent. So, like, what is your advice on that?
Think outside the box. Take constructive criticism. Believe in yourself. Don't just limit yourself in one box. Like, one thing about me, like, I really studied rap first. You know, like mentors like Rashid Chappelle had me in New York City at like 19, where I was too young to get in. I went to a Spit Gems listening party. I was too young to get in, and they had a cipher, and they said, who's gonna go first? I went first, and I'm the youngest one there. Like, you had some of the illest underground artists from New York City, you know what I'm saying? There, and I went first. Like, it's like having faith in yourself. Be a student of the game. Be a student to whatever you do in life. And watch, don't just listen to rap, but watch interviews. Listen to when these executives are talking and how they're talking and conducting themselves. And like I said, be more than just an artist. You know what I'm saying? We're in a new age where we conduct how we want to move into this industry, into this world and everything. It's on us. But it's on us too to get the knowledge, so they can't just say anything to us.
True.
You know, we could do anything we want in this world now, but it's up to us to have the knowledge for everything. So when you hear the Liors talking, the Dames talking, the D&Ys talking, the J's and Nas and 50s and just everybody, you know? And you can also learn from an artist that had a messed up contract situation, so you know not to do any of that stuff. So it's all about listening and just be a sponge, you know what I mean? You don't know it all. I don't know anything. You know what I mean? 40 can tell me something, you can tell me something, and I'm like, oh wow, you know? Yeah. There's stuff that I don't know,
right?
You know, so it's all about being a sponge in this world.
I actually like listening in on those corporate calls and, you know, not really knowing a lot, but listening and hearing like how they're moving and different projects that they're working on.
Yes.
Which leads me to like, you know, because now I was listening on a merchandise call, like hearing about how they're moving different merchandise in different stores and, you know, getting brands and, you know, promotions, things like that, which leads me to you're great to start you started a clothing brand, which you're going to launch officially, you know, in March, which is right around the corner.
Clothing brand?
Yeah, he's busy.
Oh, you was just waiting for us to ask. That is crazy. Talk about that. Like, how long that's been like in the plans for?
I always been doing clothing, but we fell back. Shout out to my man Flea. He was pushing the clothing line in the corner of the world, and it was just something, because there's a lot to put time in, you know what I mean? It's not something that is just like, I'm gonna do clothing, I'm gonna just drop merch. At the same time, I wanted to really focus on, you know, music, and I was also going through a lot of things in life, you know what I'm saying, personal. So then Poe came back around, and he said, yo, start a clothing brand, and it was KIAMO Collections, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, all right, bet. So we got the whole thing rolling, and we launching this spring. So yeah, it's a lot of things that's going on behind the scenes, and how we orchestrating this team and just moving, man. It's just moving, you know? Like, and the best thing I can always say is like, your team is everything, you know what I'm saying? And like, shout out to the Hudson crew, shout out to Quentin, shout out to Flea, shout out to Cornerstone Mafia, Blue House Regulations. Like, and I watched my team do their own business outside of the music. And that was something that was so beautiful to me, because it's like, all right, they're opening up their own avenues. As in my man Josh, he has a CMOS business called Blue House CMOS, you know what I'm saying? And that's Blue House Regulations. So like, he has his own CMOS that goes crazy, and everybody, like, he got a sell out here in Yonkers today, you know what I'm saying? So like,
shout out Josh, he in the building.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Josh.
CMOS is CMOS is the real deal.
Absolutely.
If that's really into that holistic and more natural products.
Yeah.
Because I'm taking CMOS actually, and I've noticed a big difference in like energy and joints and your muscles and just I didn't take it serious.
You made it sound like shrooms for a second. I took CMOS one time.
No, I'm taking like the capsules, like the CMOS capsules, and you know, I can tell a difference. So it's good to get into all those different avenues and, you know, different streams of income, and, you know, that's how you grow and build.
Absolutely.
So what's the collection called? It's called KIAMO Collection?
KIAMO Collection.
Is it with a K?
Yeah. No. It's with a C. The collection.
Oh, okay. So is it for everybody?
Yeah.
Male,
yeah,
female,
everything. Yep.
Kids.
That's what we're launching. That's why we're prepping to launch in the spring. We want to give avenues for everybody.
Nice.
Like everybody have different choices of different things. It's not just one thing. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have different choices. You know.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's super fire. Is there anything? Because like now I don't know what the only thing now I'm gonna ask is what else that you doing that you can speak about? Like you know.
Like I just like behind the scenes. I'm me and my daughter. I'm building a business for her, and it's called it's gonna be Store Lemonade. So she's gonna have her own lemonade stand, also launching this spring as well. So I'm getting my daughter right. She's only 4. She turned 5 next month. So like it's also building her like. With all the knowledge that I have, setting her up as well to be our own boss. And
there
like
are little kids that are entrepreneurs and
absolutely.
have like their brands in Walmart,
absolutely.
you know, Target.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So my daughter loves lemonade. Like she's big on lemonade. So we're gonna do our own little lemonade stand, our own style of lemonade and different flavors of lemonade and everything.
You know what's
I love it.
You know what's tough is that we was just talking about like the whole situation, you know, just kind of like webbed it, and we ended up talking about Jay-Z, how he just no matter how rich he is, he never talked down on rich people. He always put people on, like, you know what I'm saying, like regardless about how you receive the information, he always find a way to put people on, and I 100% get that energy from you, like, you know what I'm saying, like it just seemed like you just want to be that avenue to put not everybody on, because you know, like you can't put everybody on, like you can't take everybody with you, but you know, like the people that are not like necessarily say worthy, but you got the same characteristics to like, yo, like, I can show you how to do this shit and own something, like that's super fire. That's tough.
That's love, brother. Thank you so much.
You already know, yeah.
And that's something that I was always big on, like even the barbershops, like I even gave like opportunities to barbers to get recognized when I gave back school supplies and free haircuts, and I had one barber in there, but it was something that he wasn't even like, nobody, like people knew him, but it was like I painted a lot of my friends, you know, to the outside world, they always had a negative influences to people, you know, and like once they started getting seen in a positive light, it inspired them to do so much more. Like, wow, this is possible where we from. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's the main thing. Like I was telling Josh, like, yo, it would have been dope to bring somebody from around our way out with us, because it'll show them a different light. Like, yo, this is possible. Yeah. You gotta believe. You just gotta believe. That's it. And then it takes one friend to believe and just, yo, bro, I just want to, every time y'all go somewhere, yo, let's go. You know what I mean? What you need, a water bottle? Just want to be around. And I'm not saying we're sending people to the store, but just because they just want to be around the presence and the energy, and like just to witness moments like this, it's just priceless. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it makes you want to do more when you do get back home. Like, wow, I want to go do more of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's motivating. It's definitely motivating. Just listening to you talk is motivating.
Yeah, OD.
Yeah.